So, last question. So, I mentioned January 14th, 1984. That was 30 years ago.
No, that was 83.
83, I'm sorry.
31.
Thank you. 31 years ago. That's why you're the scientist. Exactly. So 31 years ago. I mean, I know you're a scientist, but you also talked about being a human, a person. Right? No, you were talking.
Scientists are human.
No, I didn't mean it like that. What I meant is that, you talked about how you have to deal with data, and then you also were seeing people that you knew who were ill and were sick, and, sort of how you have to balance that. And so I'm wondering now, here we are in 2014, and, she talked about potential vaccine and any optimism. Like, do you still have hope after all that you've seen, after all those decades?
I think if you are a scientist and if you don't have hope anymore, you should quit immediately to work. I mean, if you're a scientist, you believe in science. So, of course, science is always making progress. I will not repeat that it can take time. But I'm very optimistic for the future, because it's not only making progress in HIV, it's a lot of progress in technology. I've seen myself in 31 years, a lot of progress in technology. I used to say to the students, can you imagine to get the sequence of an HIV virus without PCR? And they look at me and they used to say, because it was one day that PCR was not existing? I say, of course. And we sequence HIV without PCR. We clone and sequence the virus without PCR. So, I mean, the technology is progressing very fast, by the way. And I'm very confident with the technology that we have today, the one that we will have tomorrow. We will continue to make wonderful progress. And that will not be me, that will be the next generation.
Well, I just want to say it's been fantastic for you to be here. I'm sure that we could have sat here for another hour and a half and asked you more questions and heard more stories. But here's the end of our time. So on behalf of all these people here,
thank you.
I just want to thank you. Thank you.